it looks like a crappy DIY job. And so, hey guys, it's Shelby with Farmhouse Living and welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to do a fall patio makeover, and I was reluctant to call it a makeover, but we are kind of making it over because I didn't finish the original makeover. So I found this door on Facebook Marketplace for $80 and I sanded it down and I just didn't finish. So like all the little corners and stuff like that. So I need to finish that. There's also a little crack in it, so I'm going to fill it in. I used some plastic wood in the past and it didn't take care of it. So I got some more stuff that it says it doesn't shrink and it, you know, something that looks a little higher quality. And then after we stain the door, after we finish all that, then we'll stain the door and decorate for fall. So wreaths, pumpkins, all the things. Mom is going to join us. I just wanted to start off this morning as I'm starting off, like, you know, that's what you do in a vlog, like film the whole process. And so yeah, this week was going to be fall home tours, and Mom and I had some things interrupt our schedule, which I'll show you in this video. And so that will be next week. So if you're watching this, like, where's the fall inspiration? It's starting on the patio and it will go indoors very soon. So let me fill this crack and then I'm gonna take my daughter to school and we'll do the rest of the, you know, fall inspiration. I think you are going to enjoy. While I'm filling this crack, I also wanted to mention that we are going to show off the new shutters that we added. So if you watch this full home exterior makeover, we painted the brick and then I talked about shutters, but we actually ended up using shutters that we found at our friend, they become friends because we were shopping at Antiques and Vintage, and so we have hung those now. I have them on all the windows that are off the porch. So basically, if you think about shutters, originally they were made to block shade and the porch would be a shaded spot, so I decided just to keep that simple and clean and then put them on those outside windows. And so it's cool because they're from Egypt, they're really old, and so my goal is to get the door the same color as those shutters, and I think that will be pretty simple task. So it's fall, it's finishing projects, it's just exterior curb appeal inspiration today, y'all. After dropping my daughter off for school, I decided to make a run to find a wreath for the front door. I started off at Michael's and I was looking for something with an organic feel, and nothing really had that look there. I was shocked that all the fall decor was already 50% off and they were putting out Christmas. These seasons go by so fast. I went to Target and I liked their selection better, but their prices were definitely higher. I was deciding between the preserved magnolia or the preserved olive, and I decided to go with the magnolia wreath. It was almost $50, so I hope it holds up. I rounded up some of my favorite wreaths I found online since I have some trouble finding them in person. Next, it was time for a pumpkin spice latte because we're doing a fall patio, of course. You'll never guess who my barista was. Mom. I guarantee she would never have bet that she'd be a barista one day. If you're new to our channel, Mom and I own a coffee shop, and we're a little short-staffed this week after one of our baristas had to go out of town unexpectedly for her family. This is entrepreneurship, y'all. After I got to the house with my wreath and my latte, I got a call from my daughter's school that she wasn't feeling well, so we're calling it a day on our project and we'll kick it off again tomorrow. I thought it'd be fun to get a shot of the sunset to transition to the next day on the video. You know, I'm just being a really cute YouTuber. And a little ironic that my dog decided to hop in and take care of some business on camera. I feel like that represents the day pretty well, but we will have a better day tomorrow, make some progress on the patio. That door is going to be complete. I'm looking forward to a beautiful fall patio. So I got some work done on the door this morning. I didn't film myself talking, but I did film myself working. The reason I wasn't talking about it is because my neighbor was driving his tractor to mow the field, so I didn't get, the audio wouldn't have been great, but now the audio is a toddler that is refusing to nap. So, you know, there's a give and take. Tractor, toddler. I don't know. I haven't decided which is gonna make worse audio for a YouTube video, but we're getting it done. So as you could see, yesterday wasn't the most productive DIY day of my life, you know, between the coffee shop, entrepreneurship, and kids. It just wasn't, we didn't get much done, but I decided instead of being frustrated just to slow down and enjoy the process. And I hope that's a lesson to you that, you know, when days throw a wrench in your plan, just to, you know, enjoy the ride and enjoy the process of it all. So I could see that I was not having the best of luck with the multi-tool sanding the door, so I decided just to get a drill attachment and some citrus strip. I got the aerosol version of it, so I sprayed that on, let it sit for 2 hours, and then went at it with a drill, and I did see a lot of progress. We need to do that again. So instead of working on it more today, I'm just going to put another coat of citrus strip on, and then I am going to put plastic wrap over it and then finish in the morning, getting all of that off, putting the stain on after that. So instead of trying to work harder on it, I'm just going to let it sit longer. So that is our next steps, and then we're gonna decorate for fall. At some point in this video, this door will be done and we will decorate for fall. I don't know if it's gonna be 1 day, 2 days. Well, I know it's not gonna be 1 day. We've already passed that. Definitely not gonna be 2 days. Hopefully it'll be 3 days, but it might be 4, maybe 5, I don't know. With this life, you never know, guys. Just take it 1 day at a time.
How many weeks can you take to decorate a fall porch?
Well, it wasn't just decorating a fall porch. It was more so finishing what we started, and it just progressively got worse until I got better. So, okay, let's back up a minute. I originally had, when I painted my door, or painted my house, I had a door with like a glass. It was a fine door, like I mean basically it must have been the door that everyone bought in the 80s. Yes. Right? It just had the oval with the glass, which was fine.
I think it had gold or silver.
Yeah, and it just didn't, it wasn't what I wanted. And so when I found this door on Facebook Marketplace, which is solid wood, I was like, you can't go wrong with solid wood. And if I invest my time into this, it will never go out of style. And I want that like
classic.
Yeah, I want it to be classic, but I also, my house kind of looks like it's in a country. I mean, we're in the middle of a city, but we're on acreage. So I wanted to feel like, I don't know, have that classic country southern, but also modernized. Anyways, so I invested time into stripping the door, and I tried different things, from just starting at citrus strip to using that tool y'all saw with the drill to sanding and sanding and sanding. And then we finally got to the point where I felt comfortable just staining, and it still looked
like a crappy DIY is what she said. And I didn't think it was that bad, but I did understand that it wasn't what she was looking for. So,
so the shutters, the reason that Mom was saying it's fine, and if you look back, I'll try to pull some footage. I was getting kind of frustrated with her because sometimes she'll tell me it looks fine just to move forward, because she's not a DIYer. It is true.
You like it? Yeah, I do like it a lot. After it dried, I thought it was going to dry lighter. But when I got back and you had the wax on, I loved it. Just step back here and look. Well, I did think it was fine, but I did understand that it could be better, because the truth is, on the camera, you're not going to be able to see, but close up, it had a lot of imperfections that were splotchy, that were not
and
cool.
It didn't look aged. Like the shutters looked like real. They look aged. Like they look like they've just always. They're antique. They really are antique. So, anyways, we pulled the Instagram. So I'll pop up that footage. That's too blue. That was the color that it was. It needs to be muted and sophisticated. Okay, Instagram, it has been a minute, but not because we don't love you guys, but because we've been focusing on YouTube, because yes, I will admit, we love YouTube more. The outside, I wanted to strip it and make it look like the color of the shutters. Too blue. But, I don't know, maybe I do like that. Anyways, to me, it looks like a crappy DIY job. And so...
Well, it's just a little yellow, and we couldn't get the paint out of the little edges.
Instead, this is not giving up.
We're not giving up.
But I think I am going to pivot. And I think...
We're going to paint the door blue.
We're going to paint the door blue.
So we just have to decide what blue.
So we pulled the Instagram, and blue, painting the door blue was what we came up with. And my friend Angela, she messaged me this amazing inspiration from the most recent Magnolia Fixer Upper episode. And then she sent me the blog post on the Magnolia website, and I was like, yes! She had antique wood shutters, a blue door, and creamy white brick. I was like,
this is it.
That's what we're doing. So anyways, Mom and I went back and forth on which blue. She tried to find the perfect one at Sherwin-Williams, and the help desk guy was not the... he just is not an interior designer. He is just helping people.
That's right. He was trying to help me.
He's like, it's just blue. Like, clearly he didn't have this, like...
Yeah.
Just deep interest in which blue should be, and Mom was being a little particular. Anyways, so we found...
Longest trip to Sherwin-Williams of my life. Yeah, for sure.
And so we found the blue we feel... It's still growing on me. I think it looks great, but...
No, I'm in love with it. And I'm telling the truth this time. I love it, and I'm happy with it, and I don't think we could have done better, and I'm glad it was a happy accident that it turned out we painted the door blue.
That it took... We're on day freaking 7 of this.
It's okay. Sometimes, what is it? Good things take time? Or something like that.
Sometimes. Okay, so now we're going to actually decorate the porch for fall. For real. And, I mean, really, we're just putting pumpkins on the porch.
Yeah, pumpkins and mums.
So if you want to know how to put... or how to decorate your house for fall, your patio.
Pumpkins and mums.
The only thing that we have that's unique here, I would say, is Mom put a blanket ladder.
I just randomly thought there's this blank spot on the porch. What could we do there? And I think a blanket says fall.
Yeah. Well, let's see if it really works. But that's one ingredient we have that's unique. So, come on, let's go.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Okay, so fall decor looks great. Like I said, pumpkins, Mom's blanket ladder is a new, I would say that's the original.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we did. But overall, I'm very happy. We said we were going to DIY shutters originally after we painted the house. You remember?
Yeah, but then we found these shutters and we said these are better, they're more cost effective, and we couldn't be happier with the way it turned out.
They have more character. So I felt like I wanted something that felt like richer and more... gave the house something, because a flat ranch, I feel like you can do a lot with it, but without any shutters, landscaping, like some sort of pop, a ranch can be pretty...
Yeah, so it elevated it, and I'm going to say you're probably going to get about $50K back on your return. Well, no, I mean, seriously, it really did make the house more sophisticated.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do think if they say curb appeal sells a house, I'm not moving.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, you don't.
I don't live here, but I live around the corner. I'm not moving either. None of us are moving.
I do like to make thoughtful decisions when I am updating, and I feel like these are good, thoughtful decisions.
Yeah.
So, although this was a little bit frustrating and not the video I imagined filming, I thought we were going to do it was going to be really focused on fall, and I was going to get my natural wood door and all of that. I still had fun getting some insight from Instagram, doing something out of the box and pivoting, and just getting going for fall. So now it's time to go inside and decorate for fall.
Okay, I'm ready. That's going to be much easier for us. It's almost just accessorizing.
It's
We're
all
not
accessories.
DIYing anything.
Yeah, and we already did some shopping actually.
Yeah.
Not this week, but last week, and we found some good stuff, and so now it's time.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
Guys, well, you gotta close them out.
All right. So like, subscribe, share with your friends. We're thankful we got this out before Christmas.
Yeah, I would love to know in the comments how far along you are, if you have decorated for fall or...
Fall's coming down and Christmas is coming out. But anyway, share these things with your friends, and we'd love to hear your feedback. And we hope you have a great and wonderful day.
Yes, and if you want more fall inspiration, when we were on time last year, there's fall home tour here. And then next week, make sure you like, subscribe, because we're having fall home tours next week. So have a good day, guys. Bye.